tell you.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome to another episode of the It Gets Better Elsewhere podcast. I'm your host, Louis Beans, and I'm here with Merc with the mic.
What's going on? What's going on?
Chilling, Merc. This week, for the verdict, we have our favorite agent, Agent 47, in Hitman. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. This is the first of more than one Hitman movie.
There's two Hitman movies. There's Hitman, and then there's Hitman Agent 47.
Did they both get theatrical releases?
Yes, so we are reviewing both.
No, this one is not great.
This was pretty doo-doo.
I'm gonna come out and say this movie has a higher rating than most of the stuff we watched, and it 6.3 at least on IMDb.
Yeah.
And like at least compared to the other stuff we've been watching, which has been getting like 4s and some of them like 2s, like this is one of the worst movies I've seen so far.
Yeah. I wasn't happy with this movie either. So this will be a fast, easy review.
Yes, definitely.
Yes.
But I know you've got some stuff that you've seen this past week.
Oh man. So.
And I don't have too much besides this movie for the cast, but I did want to plug some of the stuff that I did get to either put up on the channel or I got to play this week because Monster Hunter Iceborne just released a new monster.
Mm-hmm.
I believe it was during the week. No, it was during the last week. So usually the Thursday is the update day.
Okay.
So is Frostfang Barioth, which is basically a variant of one of the newer monsters in the game.
Okay.
And so it's cool that they put that in there. And it has I don't know if it's an homage, you would say, or they acknowledge some of the older games with the armor.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, that's cool. Glad to see that. Still free content.
Yep.
It's crazy. Also, just on the channel, like you said, we were talking about it earlier, I put up Vanquish.
Yeah.
For the remastered version because I was gonna put up the original version, but I was like, you know what? It's better to play the one that doesn't have the frame drop, so let's just do that. So that's good. So I'm playing the PS4 version.
Nice.
So that playthrough will be going up. Probably some Dark Souls and some a different Dragon's Dogma playthrough. Just a bunch of different things I'm gonna put up. So stay tuned, y'all.
Yes. I watched some of the Vanquish. I gotta watch the rest of it.
Mm-hmm.
There's some news this week. One regarding Street Fighter V. They announced their season 5.
Yeah, I did see the character reveal.
Dan.
Cool. Mm-hmm.
It was Dan.
The only thing I thought that was bad was like, man, it would look so much better if all the footage that they showed of him wasn't just off of a screen.
Yeah.
Like that kind of sucked. But other than that, I was like, yeah, all right. Cool.
Yes. So winter you're getting Dan. Spring you're getting Rose. Summer you're getting Oro and Akira Kazama. Kazama, yeah. She was in Rival Schools.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a mystery character for the fall 2021, which there's a lot of rumors on that one.
Really?
It might be the cleaner.
Kenny Omega?
There's a big rumor that Kenny Omega is going to be a character in Street Fighter V.
Isn't he already Cody? Come on, man. He can't be too many people.
He's going to actually be a character, though.
All right. I hope so. That'd be cool.
The last character is a mystery, so there's a lot of rumors. But a lot of the things, one of the things with Capcom, I actually was hearing also that Capcom might have something to do with the AEW wrestling game.
They have experience from at least the 2-bit era, 2D era, excuse me.
Yeah.
But like, they haven't made a wrestling game that's been 3D, so I don't know if I want that. But if they made it Slam Master style, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, I'll give them a chance to if they do that or not. But that's a big rumor. You can take it or leave it.
I'll say no, but you see, you can't just say things like that to make me hype, man.
No, because there was a big thing that Kenny Omega was supposed to announce at a Capcom event soon. I think it's next week or so.
No, he was the one that was on this week.
Oh, he was on this week, so it was supposed to be something with that.
No,
And
no, he
then,
was the one that announced two. He announced three of the characters, I think.
oh, okay.
Hmm.
So there's a big chance that he may be one character or may have his likeness.
That I would love to see.
Yeah,
I would love to see that. Come on, put a
yeah,
Kenny Omega inspired character in the game. That's
yeah.
cool.
Other news, I am hearing a lot of mixed things about the Avengers beta.
Oh no, don't. I mean, is it just on fire because
They
people?
people are liking it and people are hating it. They said Hulk is the worst.
Wow, as a character?
Yeah,
Why? What's up? What's
they
he
just
do?
say he's a boring ass character to play as, and if you're
Okay,
fighting anyone with projectiles, he sucks.
okay, okay.
But I'm hearing a lot of problems with the net code and like them like getting disconnected and reconnected. But then again, this is a beta, so it's gonna happen with a
I
beta.
figure.
Yeah, this
I
is why a
figure.
beta exists to fix those
Yeah,
things.
yeah. But I figured the net code was gonna be stressed
Yeah,
because this is the pre-order beta, so this is the majority of people who are in.
yeah,
Like they paid because I saw the price. They
yeah,
said it didn't say no $5.
yeah,
It said give me the whole thing, buddy. So this is a $60 beta, so I know people are pissed off.
yeah.
I
What?
hope they fix a lot of the things.
Me too.
I do because I saw some stuff, some goofy stuff that happens, but I also just see like I saw Iron Man gameplay.
Yeah,
I got to see some of Kamala Khan's
I
gameplay.
heard her gameplay is the best.
I was like, yeah, yeah, that looks pretty cool. I didn't get to see Black Widow, which I'm curious as how do you do that
Yeah,
and not have it be just a third person shooter.
yeah.
So I want to know what they do. So
Um,
again,
and then now there's a big controversy over the game because Xbox PC owners are not going to get Spider-Man.
oh, you know what? I don't care. Get it. That's what you get.
So
Sorry.
Spider-Man is going to be a PS4, PS5 exclusive.
Mm-hmm. I hope he's good. I
Me
hope he's the
too.
best character in the game.
Me too. But I wonder how they're gonna do it. And where it's gonna take place. Seeing that is a exclusive character, will it just be like a generic, like online thing for PS4 and
Well,
then add the character?
well, I'll tell you what I can see is that swinging as a mechanic is already baked in.
Yeah,
If you see Black Widow's, like
yeah,
from what they show and
yeah,
what they showed of Kamala, so I know that it looked too smooth for it to just be those two characters using that.
yeah,
And I had a feeling Spider-Man was going to be doing that. So it looks like they've already got plans for him to be in the game already. So I'm like, that's probably really good for him
yeah.
when he comes out. Meaning he won't be like, oh man, you could tell they just want you to pay.
Yeah.
So hopefully he's good.
I got two more. I got Rocksteady announced Suicide Squad game.
Do you care? Because I can't.
I
say
like Rocksteady, so I trust their style of game. I just don't care about the Suicide Squad enough
Okay.
to care
Okay.
about the
Hold
game.
on. Hold on. We're gonna put to set the record straight here,
Yeah,
right? Let's put their games into perspective that I know of, since probably everybody and their grandmother knows about them for being the Batman people, the
Mhm.
ones who saved Batman.
yeah. Arkham.
From all of their games, right?
Yeah.
Is there a decline? And are you just like, I'm happy to see them do something different? Or are you worried?
So
Because it's been such a long ass time.
to this day, Arkham Asylum I think is still my favorite one.
The first one and the second one? All right.
The first one,
Okay.
story wise, that's still my favorite one.
Yes.
City was great. Arkham Knight had issues, but gameplay wasn't the issue. It was the story had a lot of issues.
Okay. So with that said, how does that have you feel about the last one? Are you
Um,
high on it? Are you low on it? Are you mid?
I like the game. Like I personally enjoyed the game a
No,
lot.
I mean the new one. I like, what are your expectations at on
On
the next
Suicide
coming
Squad.
thing? Yeah, yeah.
I kind of wish it was a Batman game.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm
son.
just saying, or like at least a new character. I never really cared about the Suicide Squad. I
You know
not.
what hurt my feelings
Yeah.
was when I heard the quote that they say they'll never do a Superman game. That made me sad.
See, I'm fine if they don't do a Superman game.
But
I
I
look
want
maybe
somebody to do
Flash.
it good. I think they could do it
Yeah.
some type of justice. And that makes me sad that in my in my lifetime I may never get to see a good Superman.
Oh man.
He's the only one.
Yeah.
Can you I
Flash.
oh shit. You might be right.
Flash could be an interesting game. Green Lantern could be
Flash
an
has
interesting
Flash
game.
been in any good games? Damn. All right,
Flash
no,
never had
no,
a
no,
game.
no, no. Hold on, hold on. Yeah, about to say we cannot count fighting games. So Injustice does not count.
He never had a really a
Never had a
game.
game.
He was
No, he had
supposed
a
to have
game.
one.
He had a game. He had a game. I remember. I think he had games on either Game Boy Advance or like that. I saw as that platform or
Yeah.
platforms, the handheld platforms. I don't know how you judge those, cause you and I both know that there was a period of time when if you were a superhero game on a handheld, you were dog. You were
Yeah.
crap. You were crap. So I don't know. I couldn't.
All
I
right.
could. I
So
could look them up and see.
there was only one Flash game that ever came out,
Okay, what is it?
and it was on Sega Master System.
What?
Yeah. Oh yeah, and the
Wow.
Flash, Flash Game Boy. That was based on the TV series.
I think I might have played that. I didn't. I don't think I like that.
Oh, he did have a Game Boy. It was Justice League Heroes: The Flash
For what?
for Game Boy Advance.
So yeah, see, he did have.
He had 3 games. And you also
He did have some. He has some type of lineage for video games out there.
Yeah.
It's just he doesn't have a lot. And like I said, well, or at least do you know? Do you have any experience with those games?
Nope.
Yeah, I can't say.
I'm just learning of them now.
I can't. Like I said, I can't say if they're bad or not. But usually, when you're a handheld game and a superhero game on a like a Game Boy, woo! Let me tell you, those Spider-Man games were rough.
Yeah.
People like to look at them with rose-tinted goggles. Yo, they are rough. Turtles were okay.
Yeah.
That first one was fun, but it wasn't like a mind-blowing game. It was just like, all right, you just maneuver the turtle through the little dungeons. You do have a little hack and slash, but it was more fun than the Nintendo game.
Yeah.
I'll give it that. But like the second and third one, it was like, they're not the best turtle games. They look good. I'll say that for Game Boy they look good.
There was supposed to be a Flash game that they had a really bad beta to it, and it just showed him running, and it looked pretty bad. But other than that, there's not. But see, he's an interesting character because he's a speedster. So now you have to do a lot of game. One, you're gonna have to have an open world because he runs so fast, and then two, you gotta how you gonna use him in a fight and things like that. Like he's not like Sonic in a way that he just jumps on people and things like that. He actually fights people. So it's a lot of shit that go in that game.
Wait, no. You made it perfect right there.
Yeah.
All right, Mark. So the Flash game, he's just Sonic.
Mhm.
And he jumps on, but he's a man and he jumps on people. Okay.
He jumps on people's heads, I guess.
Yes. That's it.
And then I guess we got to put loop to loops in the city.
Yes.
And
Out of
then-
concrete.
Yeah,
Okay.
There we go. We got a Flash game going.
Yeah. All right.
So Suicide Squad. I'm not really keen on the character. I never really cared for it. I didn't like the movie. I liked the Harley Quinn movie.
yeah.
I didn't like the Suicide Squad movie. Never cared for
Books.
them as comics. I never cared for them as characters. They're an interesting story, but I never got into it, so I don't care.
Most. Oh, the member of the team you care about the most. Then.
Harley.
Is that- Oh, yeah.
Harley
Damn.
Quinn.
All right.
Deadshot. I don't really care about Deadshot though.
Damn. So I guess that's it, right? Like,
Deadshot is a poor man's Bullseye. I like Bullseye more.
that's messed up.
I like Bullseye more.
thought-
Bullseye is psychotic as
yeah.
shit.
Yeah, he is. I think he's one of the characters that in any cinematic universe he's never been dealt justice.
Not at all.
So
Well,
a
in
lot of people
the
don't have
Daredevil
that
show, I thought they did
familiarity.
him good.
Hmm?
In the Daredevil show, I thought they did him good.
Yeah, but I mean, like on the biggest scale possible, he's never had a fair shake. He had the
No,
Colin Farrell, and that was just
that's it.
ridiculous.
That was it.
So, like on a massive scale, he never got that shine. And he's like, he for a good time back in like I want to say early, was it early 80s, late
Yeah,
70s?
he was
When you
one of the
look at
biggest.
like the popularity of Daredevil, like he was a household name as far as a bad guy.
Yeah, because he killed Elektra.
He killed Electra, yeah. Like that's a thing. That was like one of comic books' most shocking moments for a long
Yeah,
ass time.
yeah, he's a crazy ass character too. Like if you read some of his other stories, and he actually had his own comic for a bit too, and it had like his childhood shit. And it was crazy,
Hmm.
but he's an interesting character. So yeah, he's a that child is a poor man's bullseye.
So would you? All right, you have all the money in the world and all the safety to make it happen, right? Do you make a Bullseye movie?
A bullseye movie. It could
You
be
can
very
do it with
It could be
whoever you want.
really interesting. I actually think honestly, I won't do it as a movie. I'll do it as a Netflix show, like a Netflix
Oh,
like a gritty show
but I'm
because he has
saying
a fucked
no.
up. He has a really fucked up show.
No. I'm saying you can do that, but that can exist. But in a world when I'm saying if you can do a Bullseye movie and make it pop, would you do it?
I think I'll go with the TV show because you have more time to tell the story.
No.
You're
I'm
gonna have to
saying
rush the story in
I
a
want
movie.
like what you the idea you have. I
Yeah,
want for most of the characters that won't get the time.
yeah.
But I'm saying like I want everybody to have one. Like I want everybody who had a Netflix show to have a movie too.
I think he
Like
could.
the thing is,
I think he
I
could.
want both to exist because it's
Yeah,
a different flavor of media.
yeah.
That's what I'm asking. Like I want that big, crazy still. Like, do you think that you could find a way for a Bullseye to that character to
He'll
have a
have to go
cool
rated.
ass?
He'll have to go rated R.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
He will have to go
You
rated R.
give it to you. You are in control, and you can make this the coolest, most badass Bullseye movie.
You know what? Especially if they go by his comic they did the eight comic book series that they did and they based it off that story.
Hmm.
It could be a really fucked up movie
Okay.
because he was abused. He was a fucking baseball pitcher and things like that, and he got into an accident and people didn't fucking trust him. He started fucking killing people with baseballs and pool cubes, and there's a lot of shit that he did that was really fucked up. So, you would have to put it as a rated R movie. I won't go like Joker-ish with it, but I will go to a gritty of telling his story to make you actually like feel bad for the character, but also
Hmm.
like, god damn, that the motherfucker's crazy stuff.
Yeah.
It could happen. I think it would be interesting to happen. It
Because
would be an interesting character to do.
because a character on the same level that I think also deserves the justice of being the major foe in somebody's Netflix show is Taskmaster.
Yes.
But that said, if you were to let me have a Taskmaster movie, fuck yeah.
Yeah. Well,
That's a cool ass character.
he is gonna be the main villain in Black Widow.
But I mean, like, because he's one of those characters that can have his own movie because of how
Yeah.
he's been portrayed in the books,
Yeah.
where he has all those sides of his character fleshed out.
Yeah.
Like, I would like to be able to like have somebody pull that off.
Yeah.
Because I
He.
always no, because it
Yeah.
kind of ties into the verdict today of a
Yeah.
movie who's just a badass.
Yeah.
Like, so I kind of want to.
He'd be interesting too.
Yeah.
Like he even had like his own comic series, kind of giving his origin
Yeah,
and
yeah.
whatnot. He has a fucked up origin as well. Yeah, I think they all do.
I mean, you're bad guys. Yeah, you get somewhere along the line.
But
Something went wrong.
his power is unique, and I think you need the character power. I think you will need a Captain America. I think you will need a Spider Man. I think you will need some of those characters in this movie, or even like
Yeah.
like say for instance, he grew up in like fucking like Great Lake, had the Great Lake Avengers, so he could kill them off.
Jeez, that's rough, but I get it.
You need someone to kill him for him to kill off to be the way he is.
I mean, listen, I watched Deadpool 2 over the weekend, and that is an amazing movie.
I love that movie.
Man, watching it again gave me a higher appreciation for that movie. Like I
Yes.
sat there again, I sat there with like vertical eyes to watch it this time, like paying attention to everything.
Yeah.
And like again, watching it again made the ending make like 20 times more sense.
Yeah,
Just because of one line that connects it all together,
yeah,
and him being true to his word.
yeah,
So like, okay, that actually like that makes sense. Although I will say I call bullshit because it only should have worked once,
yeah,
and then it should have he should have got to do one thing, and then the next thing he did, he should have had something horribly go wrong, like his legs end up somewhere or something like that.
well, that's where you go to part 3.
But that's what I'm saying. I would have loved to have seen it
He land up
happen
in a
right
Disney
there.
movie.
Yeah, something like that. Like just his upper torso just rains on like a Disney parade. Like,
Yeah,
jeez. But yeah, it gave me a really. But I'm talking about like, okay, so we're talking about badass characters, and he was in that movie. God damn, was Deadpool a badass?
yeah,
So crazy and psychotic, and for some reason that movie managed to make you not just be horrified at what was happening because it could establish the universe and establish the sense of humor it's already going for.
yeah,
And that's watching that movie. I'll just put this up flatly of badass characters. If you watch Deadpool and then watch Hitman, you are going to hate Hitman
yeah,
even more because you can see a badass character done right, and even you can get to see humor inside of like the ridiculous gore done right.
yeah,
So at no point was I horrified at the stuff I was looking at when I watched Deadpool because it did its movie magic to make me go, oh, that's pretty funny. Or, hey, man, it sucks for you, but haha, right? Um, Hitman it couldn't do that. Oh, we're going to get into that, but oof. So yeah, badass characters. I say Bullseye should get a movie.
yeah.
You don't care about Deadshot because he think he's gonna get a movie?
I don't know. I hope not.
You think DC's that desperate? Ooh, I shouldn't have
Yeah,
said
they
that.
are. A little bit. They trying to sell off their
No.
WB games, so
You know, I'm trying to like more DC stuff, man. Don't do that.
like honestly, what they're trying to do makes sense. Is the fact that yeah, they have the companies like Rocksteady and things like that still under their belt, but you imagine like you get other sources to make other games and still make money off of other people trying to do the games instead of their own people.
That sucks.
Yeah,
It really does, because you have one of the best publishers in the world, like right under your wing. You going, nah,
yeah,
man, we can't afford to keep y'all.
yeah. But there's
What?
also rumors of Rocksteady, Montreal, not Montreal, is WB Montreal is doing the Batman game.
Okay, do they have experience with
They
one? I
did
think they made
Origins.
one, right?
They did Origins.
Did you like that one?
Origins
I never played
story
it.
wise, it was really good. Gameplay wise, it wasn't as great.
Would you recommend somebody go back and play it if they
Yeah, it
haven't?
was a good game.
Okay.
It had some repetitiveness to it, but it was a good game.
Like if you just wanted to do the story, it wouldn't be like, oh man, I gotta grind this
No,
or something. Okay.
you could get it.
Alright.
It's easy game to go through.
Okay.
Also, The Last of Us 2 is getting Fractions multiplayer game. They showed leaked footage of that, so they're adding the multiplayer game down the road.
Good. People seem to like wait, as long as you could do all that crazy stuff.
Yeah, yeah. The first picture you see is Ellie like stabbing someone in the throat.
No, I mean like the sliding and the
Yeah.
jumping and okay.
It's all there. Other news tomorrow, which I gotta fucking make sure I'm up at 1 o'clock. NECA is selling the Super Shredder on their website store.
Is it that really big one?
Yeah,
Oh, it is. Okay.
I need to get it, and there's only one per customer, so it's gonna be scarce. So at 1 o'clock, I had to wake up and make sure I buy it. I got Toka Razor. I got it confirmed, so that's in my thing. So now I'm just looking for the rest of the Toon Turtles.
Mm-hmm.
But I honestly don't really care for the other ones. I just wanted the main Turtles, Shredder, and yeah, I didn't really and Bebop and Rocksteady. That's the one I'm looking for, Bebop and Rocksteady. I'm not
Okay.
looking for I like the Slash and Leatherhead. I really don't care for. I don't like the Slash, the cartoon Slash.
Mm-hmm.
He looks doofy.
Don't they have a Turtles in Time Slash?
Yeah, he looks cool.
Is he a part of that series or another series?
Well, the Turtles in Time was the arcade one.
But like, is it the same company?
Yeah, NECA does, but they have the arcade figures, they have the cartoon figures, and then they have the movie figures.
Okay, so they as a studio have made him before in a
Yes.
different. Okay, gotcha.
Yes.
Okay.
And they have like General Slag and
Oh, okay.
Trag and Gradinator coming out
Do they
later
have
this
the
year
little
too.
Krang,
Yes, they do have the
the
Krang.
Walker?
Yeah, that's the one that comes with Shredder.
That's the one I call. Okay,
And
cool.
then they're making the body that comes out later this year.
Are they making
Next
him
year.
huge?
Yeah. And it comes
That
with a baby Shredder.
he comes with a baby. Wow. All right. You
So
know
there's a
what?
lot of cool shit.
They need to, just because that's the stage music and that's like the opening to the show
Yeah.
for shout outs to our Shell Shock,
Yeah.
but they need to remake that. That's they need to make a play set to remake like the scene of when you fight Krang on, I
Oh.
think it's like stage 5
Mhm.
when you're floating on those boards.
I think the second wave had this. No, that was the surfboards. They didn't have the
The
little
hoverboards.
hoverboards and shit. No, they haven't done that.
Yeah, they should make those and make that like just a little cardboard background for that. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Hey man, sometimes you want to let them breathe and then put them in a display or something.
Yeah. Other than that, there's one more. Alan Wake is returning in a DLC with Control,
Oh, okay. Yeah, I did see something about that.
so that's gonna be interesting. I haven't played Control yet, so
It's
heard
really
good
good.
things though. Heard great
It's
things
really
about
good.
it.
I played it. I haven't. It's really good.
Yeah.
It's
So
probably,
this
it's
is
probably way better on a pro. I
yeah.
recommend it.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'll probably pick. I gotta finish Ghost first.
that's probably the first game that people said that belongs on PS5
Yeah.
because they can't. Mm, I think the X, you can see some of what it does. I think it's like one of the first console games to have ray tracing,
Yeah.
or or the higher end versions of the game or something like it enables. So people have seen it and it looks like it's ridiculous, dude. And I'm just on a 1080p, so I imagine if I had a 4K TV and an X,
Yeah.
that shit would probably like blow my brains out. Like it's crazy. So
Yeah.
I've seen the pictures of it. So
I'm definitely gonna check it out because I just got a fucking new TV because my other one I had to get it returned and got a new
okay,
one. So,
gotcha.
and this one does the HDR and everything, and oh man, Ghost of Tsushima looks beautiful.
Mm-hmm. So
Which I'm
yeah,
playing. I love it. I'll go like really more into detail next week about it because then I'll probably have finished it by then.
mm-hmm.
So I'll give like a big review and whatnot and talk about it. But it's an amazing game. If you like a story oriented adventure kind of game, this is your game.
Okay, gotcha.
Um, what else? There was one more thing. Oh yeah, I got the musical Mutagen tour figures coming in the mail. The turtles, the Rock Band turtles.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Oh
that
man,
creepy ass box,
they're
man.
so fucking dope. They're creepy as shit,
picture.
but they're dope.
No, the figures look better than like the suits themselves,
Oh,
but
the figures
the
look
damn
creepy as shit because they have the dead stare, and they
no,
have
but
like the
that
yellow
box that you
eyes.
showed me, or
Yeah,
that picture they made for it,
yeah,
is they captured that soullessness. Oh, no bueno.
yeah. It's
But I'm
creepy.
glad they look so accurate. That's what
Yeah,
I like.
yeah. They're really nice. I'm very happy I got my hands on it. Someone on shout outs to the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast, their Facebook page. I'm part of it because I'm part of the Patreon. One of the guys had an extra one, so he made a deal. He gave me it for a regular price and just to pay for shipping.
See, that's very nice.
Yeah. So I'm glad I'm part of that. That's like the first time I bought something through the community, and it was so easy. And
Okay.
the dude had everything. Like the moment I paid, he had the shipping and everything ready for me and things like that. So I was like, yo, all right, I'll do more stuff from there.
Do they have a store you can shout out? You don't. You don't know
I don't know I don't remember his name right now.
the name? Okay.
But yeah, it was on the Major thing. He DM'd me and everything like that, so it was good. Other than that, I've been playing Ghost. Ghost is amazing. Check it out. I've been watching Umbrella Academy. I'm on the first season. Second season started last week. If you haven't watched it, I recommend watching it. It's very X-Men-ish, so you might dig it.
Mm-hmm.
Lead singer of My Chemical Romance wrote it.
I'm not familiar.
Okay, but
I know the name, I know
yeah.
the name of the band, but not the name of the person.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Gerald. I forgot his last name. But yeah, he wrote the comic. It came out maybe early 2008, 2010.
Okay.
It was really good. A really good story. Like very has a like an X Men kind of vibe to it, but just a lot more violent. Um, it's a good one. You should check
When
it
is
out.
Saga gonna get a show?
Who?
Saga.
Saga.
Yeah.
I think they're bound for an NXT show. Like yeah, I
Netflix
think they're
show.
bound for a show.
Like that needs a show. I need somebody to use like um Voltron animation for that.
Yeah.
That'd be so good. Do you know if that's still running or not?
Which one?
Saga.
Yes, it still
Story finish?
is. Yeah,
Oh,
I
it's
think
still
it's still
going.
going.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I have to catch up. I haven't read that in a long
Let
time.
me see. Saga still going. I'm not 100% sure.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
Well, this was talked about on the Wrestling Bible, but I managed to find a list of 10 wrestlers who should be in prison
yeah.
because you were talking about the violent things that they tried to make us think that they're capable of getting away with.
Yeah.
So while you look for that, I just wanted to point out that number 10 on the list is Rikishi.
Yeah. Hit someone with a car.
He's a bad, bad man.
He did it for The Rock. Rock should be in jail too.
Number 9 is the Godfather for pimping.
Yeah.
Number 8 is Edge for kidnapping
Okay.
and indecent exposure.
Yeah.
Vince McMahon should be. Oh yeah. Well, this might be for sexual harassment, harassing the workplace, and wrongful termination. Dude.
Yeah.
But this. Oh my God. Triple H. Yeah. Oh, for necrophilia, breaking and entering with destruction of property. Not to mention the mini sledgehammer hits. Come on.
Yeah.
Randy Orton, kidnapping, arson, and sexual assault. Jesus. Stone Cold Steve Austin for destruction of property, drinking in public, breaking and entering.
Drinking and driving.
Drinking and driving. Big Boss Man for animal cruelty. Oh. That's
And
the
feeding it
worst
to
one.
somebody.
That's probably the destruction of property. Just desecration of a grave site.
Yes. And fed
Num-
the dog to somebody.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Number 2 was Kane. Attempted murder, arson, destruction of property, kidnapping, and torture. And who do you think number 1 is?
Bray Wyatt?
No. One more chance.
Who would be number 1? I can't think of it. Taker.
Yep. Murder.
He's burning
It says
people.
Murder, arson, kidnapping, grand larceny, attempted murder, and torture. Yes.
And burning people.
So I guess that's why they confirmed the murder because they ain't come back.
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah. Oh, and the comic ended 2018.
it didn't. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, at least I'm sad and happy.
Yeah.
So it means at least it's a conclusive end, and I could probably catch
There
up.
was talks of it getting a TV series on Netflix. I'm not so sure where it's at right now.
Okay, cool. I hope it happens someday, right?
Yeah.
But yeah. So you said check out the Umbrella Academy. You said
Yeah, Umbrella Academy.
okay. All right.
Before we go into our verdict, I want to shout out to my girlfriend, Jackie Torres. She has a Twitch channel. She does games every Saturday and Sunday at 10 p.m. Saturday is Detroit, and Sunday's Last of Us is Emperor Korat.
When did she play Spider-Man?
She test run the Spider-Man. That was
I
her
want to
test
see
run.
more Spider-Man. That was
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
Her shit talking Mary Jane's flat ass reaction
Yeah.
had me dying laughing, dude.
Yes. Mike loved your Spider-Man playthrough.
Really?
Mhm.
I felt like nobody was watching. My
Yes,
shit.
I said. Well, I send your YouTube to people.
See, yeah,
Yeah,
I subscribe to it, but like, just let her know. Yeah, I watched it on YouTube. Like,
yeah.
I usually don't watch Twitch, but if you need me to, I'll.
Yes. So like Saturday, Sunday, 10 o'clock. That's where she's gonna be streaming.
Oh
So
man, I'll
definitely check it
probably
out.
sleep though.
I'll put the link on here. So if you actually want to check it out, check it out.
Mm.
She's actually quite funny and entertaining and talks a lot of shit.
Yeah, that's the fun part.
And it's fun. So definitely check her out. Yeah. So verdict.
Yes, sir. Man, this movie sucks.
Dude, I want to
This
say right now the next 3 movies are gonna be in the same boat as this one.
It depends on how they take themselves.
Yeah.
We'll get into that, man. This week's verdict is Hitman 2007, the first of 2 Hitman movies. I hope not directed by the same person. It's
No, they're
Xavier
different.
Jins. I don't know. I'm not familiar or off the bat with this person's name or their. So, nope. I see nothing here that I would see. Do you see anything in there? Gangs of London, the TV series? I don't know.
I've never seen it.
No, there's a lot of stuff I haven't seen that they made. That is to say that I'm not familiar with their style of direction.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, he couldn't. Maybe it's the credit to the actors, and then maybe you have to give them some shit too. But again, a lot of these is like, a lot of it is direction they're given.
Yeah.
So that's why I say when I've seen improvement in the same person directed multiple movies, thanks to freaking Uwe Boll.
Yeah.
I've seen him manage to get people to do different things, even with the same people, and get different results, right?
Yeah.
So I say that to say this movie basically set out to make a badass. This was like, when did John Wick come out?
I'll
2010?
say 2012.
2012. Okay. If it's after this, right? This movie looks like the prototype for what you would want John Wick to be.
Yeah.
Basically cold, emotionless, killer from birth. Vaguely, you vaguely know the backstory because it's only told through flashbacks and mentioned every so often, like vaguely, right?
Yeah.
The organization, and you see I thought that was an interesting choice of how to tell the hitman's backstory,
Yeah.
right? From them showing that they're little children and they learn how to kill.
Yeah. So that was
So-
like Black Widow.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah. So you know, it's a basis in badassery.
Yeah.
Children who murder young or what happened, but train hire killers that are babies. Yes.
Yeah.
So I get what they're going for, and I understand that's faithful to the character itself. But the way this movie is portrayed is just supposed to be this stoic character, emotionless, but while like sleekly moving through the world, and just destruction happens around him. Or at least that's what it's based on. And the movie just feels like stiff. It feels totally out of character, even for what they made. Like you said, you don't like the guy as the hitman because of either how he sounds or comes off or whatever.
Yeah.
But for me, it's not so much his performance because I get what he's going for. Because I have no familiarity with the guy, anyways.
Yeah.
I've never seen him before at all. So his performance is accurate to the character, right? But the world he's in, the things he's doing, like as in the murder he's handing out,
Yeah.
it feels like a John Wick-ish character would do this stuff, not Hitman.
Yeah.
Because it's very messy. His body's all over the place, blood all over the walls, like ambushing guards and blowing them away. And it just seems like that's not what the hitman is. The hitman is, I'll put on a disguise, strangle you with this chicken wire, and dump your body in a laundry basket somewhere, and then nobody knows who did it.
Yeah.
And it just seems like I don't know what you saw of the character. And again, I know Hitman before 2007 was a different thing.
Yeah.
It was differently themed. It was more serious, and as it's gone on, it's like posts. Honestly, I don't remember when the last Hitman game was, but I would definitely say like the last two after they were bought by Square and they
Yeah.
had that studio come back, they changed the tone of Hitman like dramatically, and it's more about just the variety of ways where he can take out a target.
Yeah.
Whereas you can use a can of soup to take out like a multinational drug kingpin, right?
Yeah.
Like, wow, that's ridiculous. Like, you could kill somebody with a rubber duck, which makes it an appearance in the movie, but not in the way it usually does.
Yeah.
Because it blows up. That's the gimmick. It blows up.
He makes too much
Not that it's
noise.
a duck. Yeah, that's the entire movie. The entire movie is Hitman makes too much noise.
Yeah, his ass makes too much noise. And did he even kill anyone with chicken wire?
No.
So yeah,
No.
this movie failed.
Like, but you understand where I'm coming
Yeah,
from?
I
You know
understand
what the
100%.
Hitman is.
Yeah.
And he's just supposed to be this very, very calculated, smooth operating, but they keep saying ghost
Yeah.
in reference to these people and the organization. He is the least ghost-like person I've ever seen.
It's the loudest
Because
ghost I ever heard of.
Yes, exactly, because everywhere he goes it's just a trail of bodies,
Yeah.
and it's always themed in the game as if you're so skilled that you can take out the target in any manner of ways and get out before anybody knows that the main threat is dead.
Yeah.
That is not what this movie is. This movie is something else. It seems like the prototype for John Wick. Like,
Yeah.
I would be surprised if the people who saw it was like, you know what, if we made that movie but funny, or with a tinge of I don't mean that John Wick is funny, but I mean that John Wick has its own sense of
Yeah.
humor, action, timing, like fashion. Like, it has so many things unique to it,
Yeah.
but you can just tell, oh, this is what this is going for. There's so many times in this movie where they try to make you laugh, you just almost feel like, should I be laughing? That was
Yeah.
kind of grim.
I was like dead stare at this movie the whole time.
Like the way the interactions between him and the Russian girl
Yeah.
that was a prostitute, that was a victim of sex trafficking, and the way his cold ass treats her and dumps her in the back of the car, and it's like, on one hand it makes sense in the universe, right?
Yeah.
I get it, but at what point does this movie just go, what sense does it even make for her to continue to be a character if she's going to be dumped in the back of a trunk and talk to like absolute dog shit?
Yeah.
Like it's a different type of abuse. Like, come on, man, like, get out of here with that shit. And then, she has a line in the movie where she says, I didn't choose to be a prostitute, but her actions sure as hell show that she likes to just jump on people. or bad direction.
Yeah.
Because what kind of female with a brain would really do that?
Yeah.
It's like, I feel like that's like a trope. She feels like somebody. What did the movie with the giant monster, Cloverfield. What year
Yeah.
did that come out?
Cloverfield was probably early. It was like 2010, I think.
2010.
No, it had to be like 2010 or so.
Because I feel like,
Cause I was working Blockbuster when that came out. 2008.
when did that stereotype of woman, the Zoe Deschanel girl, really like become a thing? Because I feel like the main female lead is in that same bubble.
Yeah.
She looks like she's dirty and dangerous. She acts very recklessly, but for some reason she's framed to be this girl that seems like everybody fall in love with her.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's like vaguely hot and she's stupid and she's gonna take chances, so she'll probably sleep with you. Like, hey, she's cool, right?
Yeah.
Wink, wink. And if I could feel that through the
Yeah.
movie, like, dude, that shit sucks.
Yeah.
Like, this is not as smart. I feel like, man, the more you go back and look at a lot of stuff pre a certain era,
Yeah.
the more you could kind of feel sexism as a character
Oh
trope.
yeah. It's a
It's just
lot.
like, oh, she's just stupid and she's naked.
Yep.
But and she just witnessed me murder.
Yeah.
What? Why would she have these feelings at all? It, yeah, the movie sucks. It's
Yeah.
really dumb.
It was bad. Actually, I don't. The acting wasn't that great either. Again, like Timothy Ollie, I couldn't stand him. I felt like I felt because he does usually this sarcasm stick. It's usually what his characters are.
Mhm.
So the way he portrays things and talks about things is very more sarcastic than anything. And then, yeah, I felt like he's trying to be sarcastic in ways that it shouldn't be. I didn't feel like a stony, like Hitman kind of thing, like him trying to even try to hide. And the way they did things, again, it didn't feel like the game. Like I remember the game being very like, all right, you gotta go do this and dress up like this, so you blend into this and go in to get Tim and this and that. And there was none of that. There was no like chicken wire. There was none of that. So I was just like, this one was tough to get through because it just like even the action wasn't that great.
See, I noticed the quality of the fight scenes,
Yeah,
but the camera work was terrible because
Yeah.
it was doing that jump cutty stuff.
yeah, I agree with that. That was
I
bad,
get
right?
real tired. I can't watch that.
Yeah. So this one wasn't no bueno, no bueno.
This one's probably gonna get like a 2 for me. Real
I'm
bad.
gonna give it a 2. I'll give it a 2. So
It's disappointing too because I heard like it was the hype I heard around it was good,
yeah,
but then I heard people talk about it and they said it was bad,
yeah,
and I just was like, oh man, they're probably hating. I seen it sucks.
yeah,
Again, this is a movie. A lot of these movies we've seen. This is a trend of a lot of them though. It's like I feel like man, if a woman watched this movie, she just feel like shit.
yeah,
Because they treat girls like garbage and they really do. If you're a female lead in a lot of these like male, like specifically like
Yeah.
when the video game character's a dude, not obviously Tomb Raider's an exception.
yeah. But even that kind of had the
It's
same.
just like
Yeah,
oh yeah, this sucks. You guys get stuck as this one-dimensional character,
yeah.
fucking dumb. Like just sleep with everybody. Like you gotta have a romance scene in the movie. Like what the? Come on,
So
man.
the big question is, where does this rank on your list?
It's like above Mortal Kombat Annihilation.
Above. So you like the Alone in the Dark more?
Yeah,
Yeah.
this movie makes me angry.
Damn.
I don't like this movie. I actively dislike Hitman.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna put it.
I'll tell you the exact scene that took me out of the movie. It was probably like 20 minutes in, 20, 30 minutes in, when they come and get him
Yeah.
from the hotel after he murders all those dudes and his shirt, he jumped in the lake and he's shoeless, right? And he walks into a store, a fancy clothing store, and buys the exact same shit.
Yeah.
He dresses exactly the same. I was like, I'm out. You're stupid and you're making fun of the game. Like
Yeah.
you would dress like somebody else. He dressed exactly like a hitman. He even had a red tie. What? Stop.
I liked. All right, so I put this in the same spot as you, but I did like Mortal Kombat Annihilation more than this movie.
Hate's a strong word.
Yeah, it is a strong
That
word,
movie-
but at
that
least the
movie, I
cheesiness made me laugh. And that was the difference. It made me laugh because how bad it was.
Mm-mm.
But our rankings right now with our video game movie standing is number 1, Mortal Kombat. Number 2 is Mario for me, DOA for you. Number 3 is DOA for me, Mario for you. Number 4 is Double Dragon. Number 5 is Street Fighter. Number 6 is Postal. Number 7 is Resident Evil 2 for me, Tomb Raider for you. Number 8 is Doom for me, Resident Evil 2 for you. Number 9 is Tomb Raider for me, Doom for you. Number 10 is Resident Evil Extinction. Number 11 is Silent Hill. Number 12 is Resident Evil. Number 13 is Tomb Raider 2. Number 14 is Wing Commander. Number 16, House of the Dead. Number 16 is Blood Rain. Number 17 is MK2. for me and Alone in the Dark for you. Number 18 is Hitman. And number 19 is Alone in the Dark for me and MK2 for you.
Mm-hmm.
Seems about right.
Yep.
Oh, man. This list is getting longer and longer.
Yeah.
But we're getting through. We're getting there. But sadly,
It's got surprises.
real sadly, we don't have, for what I know of a good movie, for the next 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks. We have A Name of the King. We have Far Cry. We have Max Payne, and we have Street Fighter: The Legend of Chun Li.
Terrible. I'm looking forward to Legend of Chun-Li. I need to. I specifically saw how bad it was from the trailer, and I was on board with it because I was a Christian Krug fan, man.
Yeah.
I was a fanboy from Smallville. I admit it, but man, I saw what's the tall guy's name? He plays Charlie in that movie. Chris Klein.
Chris Klein, yeah.
Ooh, I saw one scene with him in it, and I knew the rest of it. And he's a main character. Ooh,
And
I
the dude
can't
from
watch
Black Eyed
this.
Peas, and the dude from Black Eyed Peas is Vega.
There's no way I'm paying money for this. And Neil McDonough as Bison was atrocious. Nope.
Yeah. So
Nope.
next week we got The Name of the King.
And I hear that one's just bad.
Uembo again for 2 weeks in a row.
I hope this one surprises me.
Yeah.
I'll just say that now.
So, and The Name of the King is next week. Far Cry is the following, and Max Payne is the rest of August.
Okay. All right.
And then Street Fighter: Legend of Chun Li is the beginning of September.
Can't wait. I can't wait for that one.
Tekken, Prince of Persia, and Resident Evil Afterlife. Double duty of Resident Evil.
I'm looking forward to Tekken. I haven't seen the whole movie.
I'm looking forward to Tekken because I don't remember that much, so maybe watching it might like it more. Prince of Persia, I did watch. I didn't care for it when I first watched it, so maybe it changed my mind.
Mm-hmm.
The Resident Evil last two I did not like. Silent Hill Revelations I didn't remember watch, so that's a weird new watch for me. The one I'm hearing a lot of good things about is Need for Speed. I'm hearing a lot of good things about it. So far, every person, every single person I have asked about Need for Speed, they said it was a good movie.
That's crazy.
Aaron, the dude from Breaking Bad, is in it. The young dude, the white dude, blonde head.
Okay.
He's in it.
That just blows my mind. People are telling you that. That's awesome.
Her Need for Speed is good, so we're getting there. Cause it's gonna be like a fucking Fast and Furious kind of thing.
I hope so. Well, I say I hope so, but
Aaron Paul's in it,
I hope it's good.
and Remy Malik is in it, and
I
Kid
don't want to watch
Cudi's
any
in it.
bad movies.
Oh, Michael Keaton's in it.
As who?
He's in it.
As a mean dude.
He's a Monterey. I don't know. He's in it. So.
Oh well. Okay.
All right, Need for Speed. That probably be something to look forward to. So yeah, so those are the lists. So the next ones we have again, like Name of the King, Far Cry, Max Payne will round up August. Then we'll start September with Street Fighter: Legend of Chun Li, Tekken, Prince of Persia, and Resident Evil Afterlife. In September.
Yeah.
We're getting there. Because after September we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 movies. Maybe 13 if Monster Hunter comes out before we finish this list.
Oh, did you see the news article about that?
No, I did not.
He said the director said it's 100% finished.
Uh-oh. So we might get that before we finish this.
Wait, that's even after they had something of him saying they went back to shoot some more stuff. So what they must have redid, it couldn't have been that big, which is like, oh boy, that means they ain't changed shit.
So the one I'm actually looking forward to you to see, I'm not sure you saw it yet, is the Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh yeah, that's right. I haven't seen that. You're right. You're right.
Rampage also, I heard it was a good movie.
Okay. Yeah.
So,
Okay.
all right, we're gonna wrap this up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you for listening to another episode of the It Gets Better I Swear podcast. Make sure you check us out anywhere and everywhere. Red Cyclone Inc. That is on Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram. Make sure you check us out on YouTube and SoundCloud, where you can hear the Wrestling Babble podcast as well as the I Shall Shocked and Games of Rage. We have Not a Trekkie,
The
like,
Morphicast.
and the Morphicast. Like it's a whole network, son.
Yes.
Get on board.
We'll be recording Gamers of Rage and the Morphin Cast, I think, next week.
Mm-hmm.
Morphin Cast will be going on GoGo 5, which is Lightspeed Rescue Super Sentai. And Gamer Rage, I think we're doing the Game Boy as the main star of the show.
Did you hear about that special release limited edition Game Boy somebody made?
No.
There's I forget the name of it, but I heard a story that I listened to it. It's called the 8-4 podcast.
Okay.
And they're like Japanese based podcast with like native English speakers.
Yeah.
But they were talking about just random video game news that there's this, I think it's an emulator that it uses the cartridges.
Okay.
So I think it's doing all Nintendo up to, I want to say DS, but I don't even know. Maybe it does 3DS. The hell if I know. But it looks like an original Game Boy, like a black Game Boy.
Okay.
A better fit and design to it, maybe like slightly, but it's got that, and it's got like 6 buttons instead of 3.
Oh, okay.
And it's sold out like instantly. I think they said 5 minutes after it went. But the thing that kind of made me sad was then when I heard you say about the I think it was the Super Shredder.
Mm-hmm.
It's 1 per person.
Yeah.
They said it was 2 per person for that thing, so they got swamped. People got. Everybody must have bought 2.
Yeah.
So that kind of sucks, but people are now just going crazy because they want it. But that sounds cool. I mean, I still have a lot of Game Boy games. Well, not a lot, maybe like at least 5 to 10 that I can find, and a bunch of like advanced stuff too. So yeah, hey man, Game Boy.
Yep. I'm looking forward to it.
Okay, so you guys said you're gonna do a Game Boy cast.
Yeah,
right?
so Game Boy. So we're just gonna go to the history of Game Boy, play with Game Boy Advance, and just evolution of the Pocket Nintendo.
All right, cool.
So that's gonna be it. I kind of have a couple games in mind for his challenge. I gave him another hard one, so I'm gonna do something a little bit more durable. Cause I gave him Darkwing Duck. Darkwing Duck is a hard game.
Why were people talking about that this weekend? Did a new show come out? The new episode? Something?
Oh, he's in DuckTales, so I think they're branching off. They're gonna do a spin-off of DuckTales with Darkwing Duck.
Okay, gotcha. That's good news then.
But he's pretty much like an actor, and the way they did it was actually pretty funny. Long story short, so basically they're doing the Darkwing Duck movie, and they kind of have like the guy acting as Darkwing Duck. He's the one that's Frank Mallard. No, I forgot his name. What was his name? His real name, anyway. So, and then you had the actor that was playing him.
Name?
Huh?
You mean the character in the game?
No,
I mean in the show?
his regular, him being
Is it Drake Mallard? I thought it
Drake
was
Mallard, yeah, something like that. So he is the actor that's playing Darkwing Duck, or he's like the secondary actor. He's like the stunt double, and then the actor is like mad serious and so big headed that he doesn't really want to do anything, and it was him acting more of the thing. He accidentally fell in a vat while they were filming, and he became Negative Duck. Negaduck, and then he took over the Darkwing Duck mantle. So that kind of they left it in like a spin-off kind of thing.
That's a very nice way to reimagine it. Okay.
Yeah. So I heard good things about it. So I gotta catch up with it. I watched the first season. I gotta watch more of it. I've been watching Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, so that was actually been pretty solid as well.
I saw that trending too in a good way. Okay.
Yeah. Supposedly, well, I saw a mixed batch. I heard the beginning of the big Shredder saga started, but I heard they introduced Casey Jones, and a lot of people are bitching about it.
Casey Jones.
Yep,
Really?
because Casey
Wow.
Jones is a female.
So they're mad.
Yep.
Is she gonna be? Is she gonna have a relationship with April?
I don't know, but whatever. I like.
Because I'm
care.
just asking because
Yeah.
that's the character. That's how the character do.
Yeah.
No.
I like me like personally. I was like, I don't. It's a different carnation of turtles. Like I kind of stopped like caring in that sense because again, it's not made for me anymore. Like even though I get into the story and I'll watch it, but it's not made for me. But it's more like if I could adapt to the story, I'm fine with that. But I'm fine with them changing characters up, especially if it's a different incarnation. The fact that like Turtles, that movie that we watched, the Turtles Forever, and they kind of talked about a multiverse of Ninja Turtles.
Okay.
There's a multiverse of Ninja Turtles, and they all different things. Like the comic is his own thing, the '87 cartoon is his own thing, 2012 and 2003 were their own things. They also talked about it in 2012 as well. So they sold like a multiverse, and it's a different kind of cartoon. So I'm fine with it. Like Casey could be a guy's and a girl's name too. So it's like, it's not like a dominant. It's not like the person's name. I don't know. It's not. I don't even think of the names. But again, the Casey Jones could be a female. Like a Casey could be. I actually know a Casey that's a female. So it's like okay.
Yeah. I just imagine it's not for any good reason.
Yeah, I just think they did their own thing, but people are bitching because
No, not
Yeah.
the changing it. I'm talking
Yeah.
about people being upset. I
Yeah.
was thinking it's probably not for a good reason. They probably
Yeah.
don't have nice things to say.
oh, why are you always changing things? Oh, this is the dark stain of turtles. No, the dark stain of turtles was Next Mutation. I'll tell you that much. That was the dark time.
Where are the fans of Next Mutation? Please tell me.
If they
Do
are,
you know them?
don't show your face. I'll find you.
Oh shit.
See, even with Next Mutation, I say what problem. Like honestly, like the other thing is, and before we go too long on the cast, before we said our goodbyes and everything, with Venus, I think if Venus was brought back, maybe in the 2012 series with a good story, she would have been acceptable.
Oh, okay.
Her
Okay.
story in the Next Mutation was, I think she was the only one that actually had a story. The rest of them were just stupid.
Yeah, I also remember that being a thing.
Yeah, so it is what it is. But yeah, that's the dark side, dark times of Turtles is Next Mutation. If you don't say otherwise, then you don't know your shit. That's bad.
They sold out. They
Yeah.
sold out.
Yeah. Because even during that time, Turtles was just trying to find their foot in the door again because they were just doing terrible. The third movie wasn't good. That show
Right.
wasn't good. And then their sales on toys sucked. They had no new toy line coming out because they finished the original cartoon, so they had no revenue coming in. The comic books were sucking. They were getting thrown around the two different creators, which couldn't get a grip on anything because you had the Image Turtles, which was a bad comic. They looked fucking crazy, but there was a bad comic book.
When the hell? Before we close it out, what year was the Turtles on stage? Was that in the boom or
91?
was that on the decline?
That was in the boom. That was in the middle of 90. That was in the middle of the first movie and second movie.
I blame that. That's what I blame. It started the movement.
I don't blame. I think that concert was better than the show.
I'll just say it. I blame that for the start. Like it was like,
But you got Pizza Power.
We-
Pizza
we
Power
get
was
away
such a
with
great
this.
song.
they thought they can get away with
They
anything.
did, and they got away with it because that shit sold out everywhere.
I see, and what happens when you get away with something for too long? Bam, Next Mutation. See,
But NECA brought it back and remind us what just happened. All right, peace out, laters, and always remember follow the Jinkies.
yes, sir.
Wear like rock band turtle suit and harass them.
Oh, sing the song, sing the Pizza
Pizza
Power
Power.
song.
Sing Skipping Stones.
I don't know that.
That's the Splinter song. He did like a ballad of that song.
Wow. All right.
I just skipping stones.
In sewer sludge. Because he's not doing it in the river.
Yep.
Come on, man. Ew.
Yes, exactly. You should watch it. We're gonna review that. That's one of our bonus things for our
Oh.
show shot.
There you go.
We are going to review it. I'm looking forward to it actually.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
Pizza Power is the best song. The rest of it sucks.